Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. I am Versailles, and today we are going to be going through challenges 51 through 60 of the April 2025 monthly challenges. To start with, we have challenge 51. This is Misfortune. Special rules are Lingering Shadows. When a unit dies, grant a random unit in that player's hands +1/+1. Vicious Enemy Rock Too Hard. Game start. Deal 1 to all the player's units. And Demacian Might 2. When one of the foe's units strikes, grant it +2/+2. For this, we're going to be using Tahm Kench to take advantage of that Rock Too Hard. Relics are Troll King's Crown, Berserker's Buckle, and Warmog's Armor. Troll King's Crown just makes things a little bit faster. And we should take something cheap probably, but it needs to have more than one hit point. I'm fine taking Ahri, I guess. Tough is pretty good. Not sure necessary though. And Farsight Alteration is always great. We got into Misfortune, whose power is Boarding Party. When the foe's units attack, deal 1 to the player's battling units on the player's nexus. And so, like, Dancing Droplet will just die if we try to play it. That's not going to help us very much.
Fortune favors the bold. Cover me, crack shot. You got it, Captain. Look who's come aboard.
To the state
Get bloody, get paid.
Quick attack on Crusty Codger is actually somewhat detrimental here. But our opponent can't really attack us, so nothing matters here. We just eat their units if we want.
Allow me a small Nothing feels better than the sun on your scales.
As you can see, our units just keep getting bigger and bigger.
Put me in, Tommy boy! Oh, I'll be happy. Let us reconnoiter.
Challenge 52 is Misfortune and Azir. Special rules are Natural Magic. All cards cost 2 less. And Mana Flow. Game start, the foe gets a Mana Gem. So they're going to be able to play basically infinite cards on round 1. And for this, we're using Master Yi with Chameleon's Necklace, Full Build, and Crown Guard Inheritance. Crown Guard Inheritance will let us level up on either round, whether they are attacking or we are attacking. And we should be able to win on round 1. If they had any sort of hard removal, we would want to use something with Spell Shield, either Black Shield or Banshee's Veil, but they don't, so we don't have to worry about it. And ideally here we can find taking Wuju style here. Farsight on Master Yi would be ideal, but anything on him is good. You into Misfortune, whose power is Boarding Party. When the foe's units attack, deal 1 to the player's battling units and the player's nexus. And then 4 relics if you are using epics. That's going to be one of the biggest differences here. You're going to use Echoing Spirit and Chosen by the Stars.
Get bloody, get paid.
And we drop Master Yi. And the game is basically over. Could play Vestian Disciple if we want, gets a card out of our hand.
I don't do meditation. You are a fledgling child.
If that hits, we take 1 damage. I don't think we care about that. We could have stopped it if we wanted to.
Cover me, crack shot. You got
And we just pass, and we pass. And as I said, they could play literally all of their cards. If we draw a second Draven, we're going to be slowed down a little bit. And there it is. So this is basically all the cards we have access to this round, which is still probably sufficient.
Turrets, pull them down.
I'm unsure about killing Master Yi here. I think he's gonna die anyway on his counterattack. That might just be worth it to go all in on the one that isn't gonna die. We will level here, which will give us rally from Crown Guard.
Form before strength. Alpha strike. Blade and body. Alpha strike. Fuji's blade and body.
And we just attack again and win the game. We did run out of Master Yi's there, that's kind of why you want Echoing Spirit instead of Chameleon's Necklace, but Chameleon's Necklace does help that as well. And more copies, more better. Get rid of cards that you do not want, such as Wind Stinger. Really any card that isn't Master Yi. And then we go into Azir, whose power is the Emperor's Army. The foes, sand soldiers everywhere, have +2/+0. We ideally want a Draven in hand and a Master Yi in hand. We get it, so we win. Let's drop Master Yi. Drop Draven too, why not? So we would be taking 23 damage here. Oh, we still need one more champion actually. Won't really matter. Do you want to give this Draven a little bit of life so he can block one of these? We're still going to take 16 here. We could block with Master Yi, but it's fine. We don't need to. Focusing Crystal is giving us a ton of extra stats. And we can just attack and win. Challenge 53 is Yasuo. Special rules are Unstoppable Force. Allies have +3/+3, Overwhelm, and can't block. And Nature's Revenge. The foe gains the attack token. When the foe gains the attack token, they summon a sapling. For this, we're using Ambessa, Double Guardian Angel, and Stalker's Blade. Not sure it matters what we take here. Shadow Totem is pretty good. And then go into Yasuo, whose power is Gathering Storm. When the foe's unit's attack, stun the player's weakest unit, and the foe draws 1. Basically, as soon as we play Ambessa, we should win the game. But we're also going to have a lot of power because of the +3/+3. Use Conscription. And attack here, stun both units. Almost tempted to just play another Rictus here, but we can drop Ambessa. I'll remove 2 units, give us 2 Midnight Raid. And we can't block, so we don't block. Do open attack here. Challenge 54 is Jinx and Gangplank. Special rules are Vestige of Helia. All spells cost 1 less. All units have Spell Shield. Vicious Enemy and Chorus of Power. Round start, the foe gets an extra mana gem. This round for each unit they have. For this we're using Ahri, Lost Chapter, Hymn of Valor, and Curator's Gatebreaker. Reason for this is Vestige of Helia reduces the cost of our recall spells. It also reduces the cost of Hymn of Valor, and it is completely uninteractable. So we can not worry about anything and just hit the enemy nexus until we win. And we go into Jinx, whose powers rockets go boom. When the foe attacks, they play Super Mega Death Rocket. Yeah, we can start with Ahri. They attack, we can't do anything about that. Do play Hymn of Valor though. We use Ahri's Charm, get her back in hand, drop her again. Play Hymn of Valor. We can send her back to hand, but if we do so, can't replay her, so sometimes it's worth waiting until the next round, playing something else instead. And here we win the game. If you don't have a 6-star, it probably takes one extra cast, but it's not much different. Fleeting Copy is good, because the Fleeting Copy in hand is Charm, so every time you play it you're going to have a Charm that you can play. And ideally you would get cost reduction here. If you have any form of cost reduction, you can play infinitely for free on the first round. We don't find that though, so just take Deathless. Go into Gangplank, whose power is a Saltwater Scourge. Round start, the foe summons a Powder Keg. The first time the foe starts the round with less than 20 health, summon the Dreadway. Same deal as before, we drop Ahri. Redouble Valor. Charm. Charm obviously isn't giving vulnerable to anything, but does let us replay. Hymn of Valor. We don't have Overwhelm, so we can't really force anything there. But we can send her back to hand. Replay her. Hymn of Valor. Send her back to hand. Challenge 55 is Misfortune and Tahm Kench. Special rules are Dune Striders. Each round the player's first Shurima card costs 1 less to play. Nothing but Powder Monkeys 2. Round start, the foe summons a Powder Monkey. For this we're going to be using Lux Illuminated. You could use Kai'Sa, it's kind of the same idea. And then it would take advantage of the Shurima discount. Relics are Dreams of Yordles, Tempest Blade, and Crown Guard Inheritance. If you do have Fear Cleaving Axe, that is much better, so use that. And I also like Lux's Illuminating Baton, because extra mana is of course broken in this game. For cards, I'm fine with Deathless. Farsight Alteration also good, but I would prefer it on Lux since that's kind of what we're trying to do here. Cost reduction of course always good too. And we go into Misfortune, whose power is Boarding Party. When the foe's units attack, deal 1 to the player's battling units and the player's nexus. So Misfortune can put out a lot of pressure early, but after that doesn't really have any more cards. So if you can survive that first round, you can usually just remove her whole board and it's fine.
Nothing but powder monkeys.
And play these 0 cost. Even if we Prismatic Barrier, it's not gonna remove Misfortune, so I think this is just fine.
Who does not know the name Laurent?
I want to save mana for Prismatic Barrier. Didn't draw Lux, so...
Than the sun on your scales.
I was hoping to get... something else. Quick attack. I was hoping to get quick attack. We can drop Kai'Sa here.
We have something the void will never understand. Me. Get bloody, get paid.
Yeah, we should be winning the game soon. I don't know if it happens quite just yet, but soon for sure. It's weird playing second skin as a slow spell.
Break their spirits and their souls.
So you want to challenge all the low health units. That way your overwhelm will go through them. And it looked like we were playing Kai'Sa there. Except worse. I love Shadow Totem on Lux. You can boost your other Lux with your Lux. I think that's fine. Then we go to Tahm, Kench, whose power is Big Feast. When the foe summons a unit, grant it +0/+3. And we do pull Lux and a Lumina Sprite. It's basically the perfect hand. We do have to take this hit though. Drop Lumina Sprite now. I don't think Tahm Kench can do anything that could stop us. We can boost Lumina Sprite with our Ephemeral Lux and then use that to boost our non-Ephemeral Lux. And this should give us Rally. Also stun the whole board. They drop whatever, who cares? We just boost again. Challenge 56 is Lulu. Special rules are Celestial Guidance. This is Targon Discount and Sovereign's Domination. Round start, the foe summons an ephemeral copy of the player's strongest follower that died last round. Using Lux again, same build, Dreams of Yordles, Tempest Blade, Crown Guard. Only difference here is if we play a unit early, it's going to be a squirrel, so that'll slow us down a little bit. And I think I'm fine taking Shadow Totem again. It's going to be a little less good because it's harder to set up our champion here. Then we go into Lulu, whose power is Adorabus. Round start, transform the player's strongest follower into a 1/1 squirrel and silence it this round. So, for example, if we were to play Lux here, we don't actually get that much out of it. We do also have to worry about Homecoming. Good block, but I don't think that makes sense. And this guy's a squirrel. Might be able to make them waste mana here. Yeah, no. They played Homecoming anyway. It's actually good, because we can play another Ephemeral Lux. So, let's do that.
I am not afraid of the light within! Demacia defends its own! We fight together! Ooh, I love flying vegetables! They're fast and great for tummy rumbles.
Challenge 57 is Thresh. Special rules are repetition. When any player plays a spell, they copy it with the same targets. Welcome to the Murder Bridge. Game start, the foe summons a Howling Abyss. Tomasian Might 2. When one of the foe's units strikes, grant +2/+2 and vicious enemy. These are kind of strong modifiers together. For this we're going to be using Nami, Grand General's Counterplank, Chameleon's Necklace, and Chemtech Duplicator. Chameleon's Necklace is just so we get more Nami in hand. Chemtech actually probably won't even go off. I think we should win the game before it happens. So it might not be doing much there. You might want to put Spell Shield instead. I'll pick up Vi. We're going to be playing a lot of spells. Vi will level up pretty quickly. And I don't think Scout makes sense. Tech Evolution's kind of cool. We do have to worry about dying to a Thresh champion spell though. And we go into Thresh, whose power is Damnation. Game start, the foe summons Vaults of Hellia. When Thresh levels up, the foe creates 3 Shadow Isles champions in deck.
If you can.
Ow. That hurt a lot. When we play Nami, we're going to attune for 1. This guy has a tune on it too, so we can get 1 mana back. I think this is fine. I think we can here. That hurt a lot. Thresh isn't on board, so he probably can't play the box. And we're just going to start using Nami's spell. You're missing hit points, so let's go ahead and fill that
I
up.
will find the moonstone. I will save my people. Let the tide carry you. Rise with the surf.
Verbal Fish cost 0, get it on the board. We'll play Jury Rig as well,
Carry you.
just to get it out of our hand.
Ride the surging tide. Rise with the surf. Let the tide carry you.
I believe we are at full hit points now.
Let the tide carry you. Rise with the surf.
Once that spider goes, we attack. We could just attack, it's fine. Not super exciting, but easy. Challenge 58 is Viego. Special rules are Blinking Flames. All spells and skills deal 1 extra damage, and nothing but Powder Monkeys 2. Round start, the foe summons a Powder Monkey. For this we're using Ambessa, Double Guardian Angel, and Stalker's Blade. I like Double Guardian Angel because if Ambessa dies, you get 2 Midnight Raids out of it. I think that stops working when she levels up, but you can kind of kill her in different ways at different times and then get extra rallies out of it still, so it's still alright. We go into Viego, whose power is Sovereign's Domination. Round start, the foe summons an ephemeral copy of a player's strongest follower that died last round. Let's open with Rictus here, why not? Can attack again even. I don't think blocking makes a lot of sense for me. Not sure the best thing to do here. Drop Ambessa though. Start challenging this. Okay, 3 Black Spears. Sure. Rictus will stun Ambessa, which isn't ideal. No way to get rid of it, so. Good strike for rally, but that doesn't actually help us, so we're not gonna do that. Drop Legion Marauder here, I should have done that last round. And I'm gonna attack like this.
Does death follow me, or peace?
They play another unit. We are welcome to kill it for rally. And we are out of mana. But now that we have mana again, Challenge 59 is Ezreal and Zed. Special rules are Bandle Magic. Game start, the player summons the Bandle tree, and iterative enhancements. Round start, the foe summons the next turret. For this, we're going to be using LeBlanc with Guardian Angel double stalkers. You can go triple stalkers, but Guardian Angel gives you like a little bit of leeway in case your LeBlanc dies for some reason. But triple stalkers isn't bad. And we go into Ezreal, whose power is target practice. Foe's spells cost 1. Round start, create a fleeting static shock in the foe's hand. If they have leveled up a champion, create a fleeting Fear Shot Barrage instead. I think we probably just sit around and take whatever hits coming at us here. Could drop Teemo and Sharpened Resolve. It's gonna get challenged by the Wind-Up Shredder, and it's gonna get targeted by Static. Actually, don't have mana for Static, so we've just been targeted by the Wind-Up Shredder.
I have my orders.
Places to go. The black rose blooms once more.
Sharpened Resolve protects against Static Shock, which is the main reason that I like using LeBlanc against Ezreal. Also, they really just can't ever do anything.
The world's a big place. Let's see all.
Classic misdirection.
The Stalker's Blade hits through Spell Shield.
What don't I do?
No way.
Attack here seems pretty good. Probably try to static Teemo, and we'll Sharpen Resolve. Second stun is annoying. It's not like the worst thing in the world, but it is annoying. Filling the board like this means that I can't use Mirror Image on LeBlanc to clear the board, so if you do that, just gotta remove one of your units, and then you can go ahead and get back to what you're supposed to do. That is 4 damage, so we can't save him. Play. Kind of want to work towards the Bandle tree here. We're already at 7, but I don't think it actually makes any sense to do so.
So long, City of Progress. Classic misdirection.
Frail, your units just cost a little bit too much here.
Don't worry. I've read all about this. What a treat.
said, these games tend to be slow, but they're super safe, and kind of feels like you can't lose unless Detective Swapbot steals all your stats, and then you can't kill Detective Swapbot. So try not to get LeBlanc too big, otherwise that definitely will happen. And we go into Zed, whose power is Blade in the Darkness round, and if the player's Nexus took damage this round, the foe's strongest unit strikes it. So Zed coming out round 1 is annoying. Just block it. Maybe could have sharpened Resolve there and kept my unit alive. No, I don't think it would have.
Only the worthy survive.
Zed love lane's pretty bad, but we couldn't do anything about it, so it's fine.
Smoke and mirrors.
We might get returned to hand here, yeah. Which is actually fine. If they play something that costs a lot, we can just replay. Do you want to drop Teemo here to block this guy? Can't block both. So is it worth blocking one? Probably not.
My move. Looking for this? The black rose blooms.
Thought about using Sharpened Resolve there. I wasn't certain on it though. I think my hand is full.
If I didn't forge it, you won't want it.
Which is stopping me from generating mirror images.
Free. Steph, planting your mushrooms right.
What would you wish to learn?
Finally, some action.
Probably want to do that, but I'm gonna wait for the attack.
Turns are for fortune, not fighting.
Seems good. Maybe boost this guy to take less damage. And Zed's out of cards, so we win. Should have sharpened Resolve on Teemo before I attacked. I'm just trying to clear out my board here a little, letting my units die. We are at 8 on the Bandle tree.
You're paying my game. Places to go, people to be.
Not sure what we're missing. Looks like it was Targon.
My faith protects me.
And why not have a Bandle tree then? We got there anyway. And finally we have challenge 60. This is Yasuo and Viego. Special rules are Butcher's Block. All units have Plunger, grant me +1. And fan favorite round start, give the foe's strongest unit +2/+0 and overwhelm this round, and remove the imperfection. That power is really annoying. When the foe summons a unit, recall one of the player's followers with less power than it. For this we're using Ambessa, same build that we've been using, Double Guardian and Stalkers. Support really doesn't matter. If you find something with a mana gem, pick that. I like mana deposit on Kato, although unlikely for it to matter. Shock Blast gives rally, but we have a lot of sources of rally, so also probably doesn't matter. So we go into Yasuo, whose power is Gathering Storm. When the foe's unit's attack, stun the player's weakest unit, and the foe draws 1. So theoretically, we could save Rictus to counter that in some way.
Death is like the wind, always by my side. I think no cures. Quick footwork, fast strikes.
So Ambessa's gonna drop, it's gonna kill 2 units. Or, I guess 1 unit.
If I told you.
We can conscription here. Let's go ahead and Midnight Raid.
Return home, Yasuo.
You know there's nothing for me there.
I think I'm fine to just...
Let's have
That's the wrong button.
Maybe I do have a future.
I don't want to just take this, but I'm going to. It's fine. I meant to, conscription there, I think, or public execution, one of those. Public execution, but not with Ambessa, so that when we got the rally token, it would have been, not using her level up power.
Hope is on the wind.
There we go, those were words. This guy pulled more stuns than I've ever seen in my life. But it's fine, we win. And that is all for challenges 51 through 60. Nope, it's not, there's still Viego, darn. Take Anti up, that'll reduce the cost. Go into Viego, whose power is Sovereign's Domination. Round start, probably. The foe summons a copy of the player's strongest follower that died last round. We play Ambessa, Midnight Raid. Drop Rictus here. Can't block the Midnight Raid. Otherwise we could have killed Ambessa. Losing her here actually doesn't make sense because we don't have anything to target into. I guess one escaped abomination will come out. And we get a couple Midnight Raids out of it.
or death for all who need.
And now that is all for challenges 51 through 60 of the April 2025 monthly challenges. Yeah, nothing super interesting here. Use good champions and get easy wins. And that is all for me. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.